Do you think Nick and Olandria's relationship outside the villa is authentic? Before I posted that, I mean, it had been 7 days. He was posting on Snapchat wearing my hoodie. What was your reaction to what Nick said about your Mykonos video at the reunion? Eye roll. That was my reaction.
Not Sierra's reaction to Nick's response to her Mykonos video being an eye roll. Since being kicked out of the villa for the reasons that we all know at this point, Cierra Ortega has finally had her first ever interview with It Girl on YouTube, and as you can expect, she's addressing a lot of stuff about her experience in the villa, and of course, she's had a lot to say about Nicolandria, some of which, wow, is interesting, so let us get into it. Now, the Mykonos post. Shortly after the rest of the islanders left the villa, Sierra broke the internet when she posted this, saying that she's happy because she survived the villain edit on Love Island and that she's happy again because she didn't end up with a guy who never actually liked her but wanted her friend the entire time. Nick has already come to react to that post 2 times, I think, during the reunion and on Kiki Palmer's podcast, where at the reunion he said that he hadn't reached out to Sierra and that he doesn't plan to, and also said that Sierra is just clout chasing with making all these posts. But for context, before we get into what Sierra had to say to all that, let us first see what Nick had to say about her on Kiki's podcast, because that is where he gave his detailed response.
Have y'all spoken?
No, and I was taking my time to process things, and like that video just like was so off-putting for me, especially the way like I still speak so positively about her after like she posted that, and I spoke so positively about that, about our relationship before that. Yeah. I never once like bashed her. I never once told her like that I wasn't interested in her. I told the first interviews I did, I said like we were exclusive. Like that's a big thing for me. We were in this close relation, like close thing, and that I cared about her. And then like through her leaving the villa and then exploring Olandria, which is what Love Island's about. And I found this like great connection, amazing connection with Olandria. And then she's bashing me for that. So to me, I was like, all right, I'm going to take that on the chin. That's fine if you feel that way, but I'm going to keep moving on.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel like she thought if she stayed, things would have been different? Meaning maybe you wouldn't have ended up with Olandria? I mean, do you think that things would have been different if she stayed?
But for sure, I mean, maybe like if she stayed, things would probably be different. Yeah. But things were how they went. So,
and I mean, it says a lot that after you left, after finding the relationship with Olandria, it isn't like you hit her up. You didn't reach out to Sierra at all.
Yeah. I mean, when you're going through like being in the villa for 2 months and then going into this new world of like, you have like paparazzi following you everywhere. You have like meetings from morning till night. You have a new relationship to focus on. Yeah. It's like, and then you see a post like that. It's like, it just made me feel like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, and you're happy where you're at.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a big part of it.
And you see, I'm happy where I'm at and I don't need to like indulge in the online negativity.
So now we have Sierra's reaction to all of this, and this is what she had to say.
Eye roll. That was my reaction. Because what? Like, here's the thing. When I made that video, I'll admit, yeah, I was a little bit like hurt. It was definitely an emotional post, and maybe I could have thought twice before posting it. But at the same time, like, I don't think anyone can tell you how to deal with those types of situations. Like, it's up to you how you want to react and what you want to do. And I still stand by everything I said. I never bashed him in any way. Like, I said I didn't end up with a guy who liked my friend the whole time. And if we look at the facts, if we lay out the cards, like, is that not true? And I think he said something in the reunion about me just wanting attention in that moment or something. But like, before I posted that, I mean, it had been 7 days. He was posting on Snapchat wearing my hoodie, on TikTok live for hours. It's like, you could have sent a text. You could have sent a DM. And if you didn't want to, stand on that. But like, don't say you didn't have the time. I think that's just a cop-out, to be honest.
Well, one thing I agree with is the fact that she said that no one has a right to tell you how to deal with something because we all deal with things differently. And honestly, I'm one of those people who have always felt like Nicolandria owed her some kind of closure, maybe reaching out to her after the villa, something that not a lot of people agree with because some feel like they didn't have to do it.
I thought that like they could come out and, I don't know, I guess embrace me, but as the days went on and it just kind of felt like I never existed, and like the friendship Olandria and I shared had never existed, and the relationship that Nick and I shared had never existed, like that shit hurts.
Anyway, Cierra addressed more stuff on the Nicolandria end, like whether or not she thinks that their relationship outside the villa is authentic.
Give them that chance. Do you think Nick and Olandria's relationship outside the villa is authentic? I don't think it matters what I think, to be honest.
Now, I think she was smart not to answer that question because she would have gotten backlash for whatever answer she could have given, but I think she was too late to be smart because she has already confirmed that she doesn't believe that their relationship is real, that in fact she believes Nick is only with Olandria for clout. Look, if you missed it, when she posted her Q&A on her social media, someone commented and said that it is so obvious to see that Nick is just with Olandria for clout, and she liked that comment, which obviously means that she agrees with what it said. So, I mean, she was smart not to answer the question, but babe, we already know what she thinks. Anyway, another question she was asked is if she expected Nick to live with her when she was kicked out, where she said that she didn't expect him to do so, but says it did cross her mind because her and Nick were closed off in the villa, so she thought their relationship was maybe strong enough for Nick to consider it, but obviously it wasn't for him.
Did you expect Nick to leave with you? I didn't expect him to leave with me. I'd be lying if I said the thought didn't cross my mind, just because when I left, like where we had left things, I thought it was in a strong enough place for him to consider it, but I never would have expected that from him. And I think the cards fall how they're supposed to, and I'm glad that he made his decision because it seems like he's thriving, and yeah, great.
Now, about this, I totally understand her because, like, the point of Love Island is finding love, and at that point, being closed off meant that they had both achieved their Love Island goal, which she's right to have it cross her mind that Nick would want to live with her. But again, I guess Nick was smart to let her go because not only did he later find Olandria, but also he would have been cancelled by association because people would have been like, he's standing with her. Well, that, or he could have been a hero for standing with his girl even in tough times. You let me know what you think. Well, that is pretty much what Cierra had to say about Nicolandria in this interview, but she of course did talk about more stuff, like the fact that she, Olandria, and Shelly were being called mean girls, to which she said that she doesn't think they were mean girls. But listen, this was also brought up in the reunion by Huda, saying that she felt bullied on the show and gave this particular example where Cierra, Nick, Shelly, and Taylor were all staring at Huda working out, and I wouldn't say that it's full-blown bullying, but it definitely was giving mean girl vibes because they were just talking about her and laughing at her, which I think it was so wrong for them to do that. So I do believe that at some point, yes, they were mean. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about everything that Cierra had to say in this interview, and as I said, she did address more stuff in there, so you can go to the It Girl channel in case you want to watch the entire interview. But in the meantime, you let me know what you think about this whole thing with Nicolandria and the Mean Girls allegations, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.